Welcome back, my vassals, for part 2 of Let's Play Warriors of Orochi 3 Ultimate. And I am still recording on my bed, so if you heard that creak, good for you. You have been annoyed today.
Yo, 今日はどうするんだ?
And they've upgraded the blacksmith since the last game. So I can craft weapons now. But for now, I think that this will be enough. Oh, and I can sell weapons now. That's actually really nice. You couldn't do that in the last game. You just had to let your weapons pile up until you could get rid of them. Alright, and just like the last game, it would appear that it has a recommended team. And the recommended teams appear to pretty much be the same. But it does appear that the game has been extended to be a lot more complicated. We can go straight to slaying the Hydra, and we're like all level 5. Oh, I can see level through other levels. Okay, that makes sense. Current team, recommended team. And we'll be doing it on normal difficulty. And I'm going to talk over this part because I don't want you all to hear me creaking my bed as much as I possibly am going to. Because if I told you all the reason my pants are falling down, then you'd probably freak out. Because this is a kid-friendly series I'm doing, right? It's not like we're killing thousands and thousands of people, dooming others to their death. I think that means the same thing. I should also probably scroll the text. But, overall, honestly, with the Japanese voice acting, most of you are probably just going to end up reading the text rather than actually listening to it. Because I'm fairly certain most of my audience doesn't speak Japanese. And I now know that I actually do have an audience, even if it's not a huge audience. Scroll the text. But just knowing that there are people that are watching my videos that are not people that I already know, it's actually really nice to know. I like the idea that there are people watching my videos that I've never met before. Because it means that somebody out there seems to enjoy what I'm doing. And maybe one day, there will be more of you to enjoy what I'm doing right now. And one day, somebody's going to watch this video when I'm like really popular or something, and they're going to be like, what is he talking about? Well, for those of you from the future, way back here, I was not the best at keeping things in order, and I was also really lazy. Scroll the text, please. Alright, just like the last episode, this is just going to be a one-round level. I'm not really going to do anything particularly amazing. I don't know what that card that I got last time was. It wasn't yesterday. I'm actually recording only a few minutes past the first episode. So I can have 2 items and something they call a stirrup. So let us begin the going out and randomly destroying people. And on the first level of the game, we should be introduced to one of my favorite characters in the game. And it shouldn't take that long to find her either. So we are going to go kick some demon butt. Because these demons are bad. At least that's what Dean Winchester taught me. Kiyomori Taira. Are you ready to lose? Because if you're not, you're in for a world of hurt. Because you're going to lose. That's without a doubt. I am not just trying to come up with a comeback because I heard you talking and I don't even know what you were saying because I forgot to pay attention. Well, I am bad at this being a YouTube content creator, aren't I? I am just saying things so that there's not these long pauses in my videos like there's almost always going to be. Because for some reason, I run out of things to say relatively quick. And we should meet her right here. There she is. And we're just gonna quickly put her out of her misery. Hold on, I know I hit you. So, moving on with the moving on, and they're the horse. I hate horses. In Warriors game, horses are pretty much the bane of all existence. And anybody who's ever played a Warrior series knows that the horses are pretty much the worst thing the game has to offer. And the harder the difficulty of the game, the worse the horses are. And I talked in my Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends playthrough on part 0 that Dynasty Warriors is going to be my back burner let's play. This is what I'm playing for real. You know, he kind of forgot to mention that he brought reinforcement. That was the really big thing. Alright, let's see if we can't use this properly. We cannot use this properly. And I love that attack. Oh, I have my EX stacked. I forgot about that. I'm body surfing. That means I truly am Sima Zhao. I surf on people. I haven't been this happy to surf on people since the first time I found out you can do it in Saints Row. And I don't even remember how you do it in Saints Row, but I know it's possible. Wow, I've got a surfboard now. This thing is huge. This move is a lot of fun. This is one of my favorite Dynasty Warriors moves. And if you've ever played Dynasty Warriors 8, then you know that move is really overpowered. Alright, all we have to do now is get over to Masatane Hara so that we don't lose the battle, and that should ensure our victory. Can I look at the controls really quick? So let's see, I have the special attack. Okay, so I have two special attacks now, ground and aerial. And then there's a skill in the attack category. So Sima Zhao is what I'm looking for, and I do have the third one unlocked, but not the fourth one. The fourth one is what I want right now. On the ground, I'll kick and use a ball of fire. Aerial is thrust. Okay. What was the other thing? The Muso gauge refills for every 100 knockouts, and normal attacks and projectiles cannot knock me back. That did not seem very Sima Zhao-like, but whatever. Okay, I understand now. They're basically some of the new attacks that were added in Dynasty Warriors 8, but revamped to be a little bit weaker for the Warriors Orochi 3 style of gameplay. That's actually really cool, because it makes it so that there's so much more you can do in the game to claim victory. But there's basically... where was I going with this? I was going somewhere, but I've forgotten now. I am stuck in boxes. Trying to get through that was a bad idea. But I am surprised that I was able to do it at all. In Warriors Orochi 3, that would have just said, nope, you are not allowed to go between those boxes. And now for the grand finale, where somebody dies. Huang Zhong! No! We need you! Dude, get back up! Get back up, we need you! I like the level that we get to do to go and save Huang Zhong, though. A lot of the really early levels in this game are really cool, and a lot of the later levels are really hard. So I just really like the Warriors Orochi levels over the Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors levels so far. And I do kind of hope that we get a Warriors Orochi 4 someday. Even though, by the way the story pans out, that might not be possible. I'll try not to spoil it for those of you who haven't seen the end of the game already. But like I said, there are multiple endings, so maybe they just play off a different ending. I'm not used to Ma Chao's spear at all. It just feels weird because he's heavier than I expect him to be, but a lot of his moves are really light. I wonder what this does. Okay, it does that. Alright. I might actually have to try and figure out what everybody's moves are because they're actually pretty useful. Just gotta make sure everybody has a path to follow. Alright, so Ma Chao is a speed type, which means I can do this little flippy thing. That's gonna be really useful. I should be able to use it to get out of a power attack, but I can't. I can just do an attack cancel. But I am nonetheless getting experience with Ma Chao, so it's all good. And one thing I didn't notice the very first time I played this game is that there's actually a path to the left. The first time I played this game, like the 3 levels, the first time I played this level 3 times, it was, I went all the way around on the right, and you really have no reason to do that. Well, that didn't turn out well. Let's see what this will do. So it controls just like the Samurai War... No, War of the Orochi 3 version. Okay. There we go. That looked nice. Although I did get my butt completely handed to me in the process of doing something that looked pretty cool. But as you can see, if you're paying attention to Hanbei's bars, he's restoring health and Muso while he's resting. So, the big thing is you should try to avoid playing the same character for too long. I wish it did the Dynasty Warrior 7 thing where you had these after images of your character just going by. That was pretty cool. Alright, so now it's just for Kiyomori Taira. Okay, let us kill this person. Oh yeah, I did grab him. Nice. Alright, let's see what this does. I have the Hanbei copter. This game is just going to be a whole barrel of fun for me, and I'm probably going to forget to talk because I'm having way too much fun. And as I said before, I'm not gonna refrain from talking over anything other than cutscene. But I am gonna try to remember to keep the conversation going as best I can. But so overall, crap! I forgot what I was gonna say before I started explaining what I was doing. And we lost Huang Zhong, who I'm actually going to work pretty hard to go back and get, because Huang Zhong is a pretty good character.
本当に過去に戻れるとはね。このまま幼女の出現前まで戻っちゃおうよ。そうすれば。
それは叶いませぬ。過去へ戻るには今ここにあり、かつその時にも存在した方、その方の過去と今を結ぶ存在の縁をたどる必要がございます。これは細い糸をよすがに大河を渡るがごとくの行為ですが、かの幼者の出現という現象は世界を乱し、時の川に荒波を生んでおります。縁の糸はその波を貫くこと叶いませぬ。旋回の同胞が幼者討滅の方策を探っておりますれば、今は救える方々をお救い申し上げ、お味方を増やされますよ
う。幼女の出現は阻止できないのか。それならかぐやさんの言う通り、仲間を増やしていくのが良さそうだね。そうすると小田原城の確保が優先かな。戦略上の拠点にできるし、仲間にできる人もたくさんいそうだし。でも俺たちが知ってる歴史だと妖魔に包囲されて陥落しちゃうんだよね。小田原城の陥落を防ぐには俺と芝生さんも過去に戻らないとかな。で芝生さんは上田城、俺は洞口を守る。馬上さんにも動いてもらおう。そうすると敵の目は分散するでしょ。その隙に小田原城をいただきってね。前の歴史だとまともに救援しようとして失敗したんだよね。なんでこんな感じでよろしく。
Alright, as I promised, this is only going to be this one episode, and we finally got an item. We actually got 2 items, as you can see. It says Dragon Spleen plus 2. That means that we found 2 Dragon Spleens, and it just combined Dragon Spleen 1 with Dragon Spleen 2 to make Dragon Spleen plus 2. That means that I get the effect, but a little bit more powerful. We unlock Ma Dai, Pong Der, and Kunoichi. And some things for the Musou Battlefield, which I may go over later. I did actually make a few Musou Battlefields for Warriors Orochi 3, but most of them were just so that I could get some grinding done. And that unlocks quite a bit for us, actually. And as I said before, this is going to be the only level I'm doing in this episode, because I forgot to start my timer, okay? I'm not without fault.
小田原城救援という目標ができた。だが俺は甲冑殿のことが割り切れん。
時を渡るだけではお救いできない。その時は新たな過去ある過去の出来事がより多くの過去を見出すためにも。
It feels weird not having it fully expanded. But like I said, I wanted to start all over, so I reset all of my data.
幼者は 各地に甚大な被害。
But as you can see, Ma Chao has a bond with the warriors of Shi Liang, Ma Dai, and Pong De. If Ma Chao teams up with Ma Dai and Pong De, they have a chance, not a very high chance right now, but they have a chance to interrupt Ma Chao's attack and go in and attack the enemy while Ma Chao is still the active character. While in this state, they also will not take damage, so it's basically getting some free hits off. Another thing is, when you have high affinity with characters, they will often interrupt your enemy's attack if your enemy is comboing you. So, upgrading the bonds between the certain characters is really nice. Although it gets really annoying later on, where here on the bottom there are going to be some circular levels. These levels are only unlocked by increasing the bonds between characters, and that means that you have to figure out which bonds you need to unlock, which isn't hard. What's hard is the fact that everybody has to have a certain bond level, and the bond levels don't connect very well. So, and apparently the recommended team, we don't have the characters for it. That's interesting. Alright then, well, I have been Tyrannoid 40, the Tyrant of Chaos, the Tyrant of the Internet, and the Tyrant of everything that you probably care about. So, without me talking about this for any longer, everybody, get back to work. Thank you. Good night, everybody.